All right, guys. Go on. We are here. We are here again for another episode of Relationship Circle with OJ. And today it's me alone. Jamila is busy working, so I give her grace for go on to that. But anyways, welcome to another episode of Relationship Circle with OJ. And this channel is about conversations, and not just conversation, but for now we're doing a series called Relationship Circle where we talk about relationships, whether it be friendships, marriages, family ship, all kind of ship. You know what I mean? And we just discuss like different topics surrounding relationships and just want to engage the audience, educate the audience, and also learn from it because that's what we're here to do. You know what I mean? So we just want to welcome everybody again, and we just want to thank you guys for the support that you've been giving us so far. It's been great. Can just see in the chat who is here. If you're here, just drop something in the chat. Anything. Well, go on. Let's see who we're talking to. Who are we interacting with? Because last week we were going into a topic, and I said, no man, this nice, so we have to do it twice. So we're talking about the whole matter of, is it cheating? And it's a very broad question. It's a question sometimes something's happening and you wonder, you question, you ask, is this really cheating though? But because I couldn't answer, I told you guys that I was going to get a professional's perspective on this topic. So we have a very special guest on with us today, and we just want, matter of fact, I'm not saying nothing yet. Let me just drop his bio up and running.
Joel Holding. He is a graduate at the Jamaica Theological Seminary, in which he has completed his social work degree and master's in forensic psychology degrees. He is currently pursuing a doctorate in psychology at California Southern University. He is one of the regional psychologists at the Caribbean Training and Education for Health, CTEC, and specializes in infectious diseases in providing counseling and social service to various clients, and a consultant to the psychosocial team in the Western region. He loves God and is fully Christ-centered.
What's up, bro? You're mute.
Yes. How are you, man? Thanks for the invitation.
No, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good, and I'm glad that you could have accepted the invitation. It's been a minute,
Yes,
and I
yes.
know you are a very busy man, as every minute me see up on plane. Whether you have flag or OG, I have flag over the seas and over the waters.
Right?
So I know that you are busy so far. But let's see who's here. Janelle Williams, big up yourself, Jay. Edison Brown, Jamila. She's she's here, but she's also here. But yeah, guys. So today we brought in a professional, as you can hear. Not only is he a psychologist, he's also an adjunct lecturer at the Jamaica Theological Seminary. And this man full of wisdom and him full of knowledge. So today he's gonna enlighten us on some of the questions that we have surrounding, is it cheating? That's the topic. So without any further ado, I could just jump into it, into the discussion. And guys, I'm always welcome to feedback. So if you have anything, any questions or any thing you want to share, you can just share it in the chat. You know? And oh guys, yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Right now you can share this live, tell a friend about it because me know say it get interesting, and I am sure that we are all looking forward to hearing from Joel about some of these questions, and from a psychological perspective, what can we really say or do to answer some of these questions. So the first question is, and this goes to Joel now. I'm gonna come back. Joe, I want to tell people them a little bit about yourself. Otherwise, from what they already know.
All right. So you hear the bio, but I am also jovial, very outspoken. So I'm expecting that, even though we are Christians, we can boogie down and we can be as real because I am very, very real. No fakeness, no
Yes.
hypocrisy.
Yes.
Genuine as it comes, and I'm gonna tell you as it is tonight. Listen, this is a I don't know why they chose me for this topic, but as the people in church will normally say, we're soldiers in the army, mighty God, and we're gonna go forth. We're not even don't take that because I'm a Christian. I'm going to Christian it up and all of these things, but I'm going to be
Aye.
with you as raw as I can. Yeah.
That is it. That's what we're looking for. That's
Yes.
what we're looking for. So the first question is, what is cheating in a relationship?
Cheating in a relationship. All right. So let's get real. So in a relationship, we we come with our notions and we meet somebody and we tell what it is all about, to make ground rules, what is not to be done. So, in a broad definition, we can say that cheating is what? Betrayal, right? It
Right.
is breaking of boundaries, right? And removing certain norms and breaking certain values that the relationship would have already cemented on, right? So it is someone
Right.
who is going outside of the relationship and introducing somebody in their life apart from their personal partner who they would have make exclusive from dating other people. Yeah. So we're going to get deep tonight. You understand? So what
Mm-hmm.
these forms of cheating can look like, it can be emotional, it can
Mm-hmm.
be physical intimacy, so sex, right? It can
Right.
be sexting. So yeah,
16.
sexting, yeah. If that is a terminology that we can use, sexting, flirting, right? And any
Right.
form of behavior that really breaks the trust and commitment of the relationship.
Wow. I can use that part for the recap. Any form of behavior that breaks the trust of the relationship. So we love that definition there, and I think it's clearer than what we were using last week because I was just saying stuff off the top of my
Mhm.
head. But with that
Yeah.
said, I hear you touch on some topic, because you talk about sexting, you talk about flirting, and that leads us
Hmm.
to the next question,
Hmm.
because we were going to ask that is casual flirting considered cheating, and how do you distinguish between if there's something like harmless flirting and emotional cheating? Well, no, we're not touching emotional cheating yet. We want to know
Hmm.
is if there is
All
something as
right. So
harmless
when
flirting.
I touching harmless
We can.
flirting
Good.
and emotion. Oh, harmless flirting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So harmless flirting, it's
Mm.
it's direct already. So harmless flirting now is when you and your partner would have make a decision that you're going to have a open relationship. Yeah. So
Oh,
both of you would have agreed. Both
oh,
of
so
you would
there
have
has to be
already
some
agreed that
agreement.
you're gonna invite somebody in, right?
Oh,
Now, where the hurt comes now, where it becomes hurtful is when the other partner do not know who you're bringing in. So it's an open relationship, but you will discuss who you're sleeping with, if you get what I'm
God.
saying. And I hope the viewers are understanding. Yeah.
Yo, you
So it
never
has
know
to be
this.
based on a commitment. If it's not based on commitment, then it's going to be hurtful. So how it is harmless is because the other party know that this is going to happen, and they would have agreed for it to happen with knowing that all right, me and Janelle is together, and so me and Janelle would have a discussion that we're going to have an open relationship
Mm.
where, say, for instance, if Janelle no like me go down panar, she no like eating, so she agrees that me can go outside and go eat somebody veggie. You understand?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but but the thing is, she's going to know who for veggie may I eat. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, because there
So
has to be some agreement.
exactly.
Yeah. All right. Now it is getting very real because I never know that. So harmful, harmless flirting is coming to
Yes,
an agreement with your spouse now
that's
to
right.
bring somebody else in.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, I understand. Georgiana, are the same thing I said to are the same thing I said to Georgiana. Yeah,
Yes.
I told you it will be an interesting topic and we already start.
Yeah.
Yes. So, with that being said now, bro, do you believe that emotional infidelity is as harmful as physical infidelity?
Hmm. So is emotional infidelity harmful as physical? So in my notation that I would have written up, right? I said that the impact of emotional infidelity versus the physical, it can vary. Yeah, it varies depending on the individuals that are involved, right? And it's also based on the dynamic of the relationship. So the
Right,
communication, how we feel about each other, where we're at in the relationship. Yeah. What is it that we like, and the boundaries and the values that we are going to have, and the values that we're going to hold for this relationship.
right,
So both forms of infidelity, it can be very harmful to the relationship, and it can lead to feelings of betrayal. Again, it all boils down to the communication and the values and the boundary of the relationship, right? So when it becomes harmful is when the communication is not being had. Okay?
okay.
Yeah.
One to killer. We never know.
Yeah.
Yo, this is deep.
But we can
So
go a little bit further.
yeah, man, go on.
We can go a little bit further. Is that when OJ go form a closer or a more deeper emotional bond
Mhm.
with the person, the person who would have agreed for it realize, say, you now come home early, you eat at the other person's house, all of those things, that other person is going to feel a level of betrayal,
Right.
because the extent of the communication and what you'd have stipulated is that you're just going there to eat the budgie and leave. You're not going there to eat no other meat, right? And you're not going there to sleep in a bed like wife and husband, right? It's So that's where the emotional part can get a little bit intense, when the other person feel as if the emotional is getting too deep or deeper than what was expected.
Whoa. So basically,
When I ask me to come tonight, so I'm going to give you something, all right?
I, I God Almighty. So based on my understanding, I say it varies depending on the communication level now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you're saying that emotional infidelity can be based if communication has been had. There can be
Yeah.
an understanding of the possibilities of
Mm-hmm.
what would happen or what should happen, because it's not
Yes.
considered cheating if your partner knows about it or if you're in
Right.
an open relationship.
Relationship, absolutely. And
Okay.
boundaries and conversations are had about the level of boundaries and the level of values and who is going to be who is going to be in the relationship or whatever. You must have that conversation. Once you have the conversation and both of you have agreed to it, it's not cheating.
Wow.
Yeah,
I learned something tonight.
yeah.
All right. So to go even further with this though, bro,
Hmm.
can cheating ever be justified or forgiven?
Oh God, I love this question. You know why?
Why?
Because we tend to be hard to forgive when it comes down to that, especially men. You understand? Men are the ones, we are the ones who love to give the bun and the cheating. But woman do the other. That's a totally different thing. But hey, in answering the question, we're not trying to stop everybody, But in answering the question is that it all boils down again to the specific individual who did not cheat, right? So the one
Oh.
who is the offender,
Mm-hmm.
right? If they were clear and they were open and honest that hey, me go out and do what I'm supposed to do, and they own up to what they did, they apologize, maybe the other party might forgive, right?
Right.
But forgiveness in terms of what would have happened. So you're asking whether cheating can be justified or forgiven. It can depends on the circumstances. Yeah. It can depend also on the individual or the individuals that are involved or their values and their beliefs, right? So it depends. So you will have somebody who will not forgive because of their values and their belief, and they have their standards that you cheat on me, that is it. While some person will say, boy, me now gonna use this one time and paint her in a bad picture or paint him in a one bad picture. Because he's a good man or a good woman, make sure so me can come into my dinner, me can come to a nice house, the sex is good, the cuddling is good, right? Him buy me good basket or she buy me good baskets and clothes. So me not gonna use this one time and just rub him out or rub her out and leave her or not forgive. Some persons will forgive because of the goodness that the party would have done and overlook that one time. Yeah.
Oh. So
So
they
yeah,
forgive based on the character of they know that
of
that
that
person
person.
genuinely is a good person,
Yeah.
and that, so they can probably overlook that one time.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
another person will just say, oh, if you cheat,
One
I hit
strike and
that.
it done. One strike and it done. You
How much
understand?
is how much is
You understand? And them now look say other matches is in there, Say, you can't get another strike again. You don't get another strike. Right? But then
yeah.
again, it comes down to also having that open communication and honesty where it will involve um, the partner being remorseful, right? Takes responsibility for their actions, right? And communicate openly and honestly, really about what they would have done or what happened. And it possibly may help with the couple to basically work through whatever betrayal that would have happened, as well as willingness to work on the relationship, right? So as I was saying before, you have someone who is willing to work on it and willing to ask the question. So, baby girl, my man, What is it that me not do in the bedroom? Make you go out and cheat on me. You understand? So some
Yeah.
persons will sit down and have that hardened conversation. Me know me will do it.
Right.
You understand? Me know me will
That's
do it
it.
and ask a question there. Right? Me not gonna just walk out of one relationship just so. If you're cheating with somebody else, me gonna ask you the question. Me gonna say to you, say, what is it that me not do? Me not eat you properly? Is it that me not cock you up right? Is it that me not sex you all the place and fling you about the place? Because you know some person like them something there, you know. And when you're not having the conversation, when you're not having the conversation, they're going to seek John Doe for it. You understand? And
Right.
we fail to have conversations with our partner, especially when it comes to sex. We only think they're just mama and papa. We only think they're just backers, and we're not thinking about the other hundreds of sexual positions
That
that is
is true.
there. You understand? We're not being spontaneous. You understand? We're not being spontaneous,
That
Angela.
is true.
Right? We're not being spontaneous. So that is why we have to understand. We have to get and understand why this person did not cheat. So now you have to go back now and evaluate yourself to say, all right, my girl love this, my man love this. So here what? May I go sex school and learn how to possibly do a little go down pan him. You understand? We just keep it right. You understand? Or me go learn how to just be spontaneous. That if him want to go up on the roadside and while him in a car a drive, you tickle him look fancy and all of them something there. Or you tickle a look fancy and them something. They understand? 69, 65, all the fives. You understand? We have to have that conversation so that we can spice up our relationship so that nobody can say that they are sex deprived. Some of us we too laga. Yes, we see somebody say lazy and lousy. You understand? And we
Right.
always a preempt. Yeah, man. Always a preempt to say, oh, me tired. Me can't do this. Go drink one little boom or something and go boom pan it. You understand what I'm saying? Get the vibes because you don't want for the person to go out. And again, serious something. You have to know your partner. You have to
Mm-hmm.
know your partner. You understand? You have to know if your partner loves sex bad. Okay, if you have to learn that because they don't love sex bad, you know, so you're going to put yourself in a place where you have to go love it too. So
That
it's
is
not
true.
about, yeah, it's not just about me I go down the aisle and put on the ring, or we are go out on fancy date, or we are look together, or we are date together, or whatever. You have to know, say, the sex part of it. God make it, God make it and He make it good, beautiful, and nice. You understand? So we have to ensure that we enjoy every moment of it.
I kind of agree with Lydia on that statement. I true this to man
Yes,
because
we're looking sexy nighty. Take
yeah,
off the
man, and
bonnet.
take off the bonnet. I can't bother with the raffle sometime, man. Have a nice hairstyle and look good in the
I'm
house,
dead.
man. Because
Oh
the
my goodness.
reality is what you're seeing
Yes.
on social media. I be a them
Mm-hmm.
something I see, but when you're looking at your house, you see just one big T-shirt
Yeah.
and one dry inside
Mm-hmm.
with with something by your face. So yeah, so no
Somebody
man,
still
this
use
not look
that?
attractive. So you have to
Right.
appeal to your partner's sense of intimacy.
Humor, yes, and
Hmm.
intimacy, yeah.
Yes,
So you
man.
can't be you can't be selfish with the thing, man. Can't selfish. And if you go watch something and learn something, because we soon get to the watching a porn to our sitting. If you learn sitting from porn, introduce it to the relationship now. You understand what
Also,
I'm
you
saying?
basically say it is
Involve your
okay
wife.
for partners to watch porn together
Then how you gonna learn? How you gonna learn? But the thing
because you're
is, what
saying
make
it's
it
a
bad
form of research.
is a form of research. But what make it bad is when you indulge too much and exclude your partner. That's where I have a problem with it. Yeah? When you exclude your partner, yeah? It's like, all right, watching it and learning. Watching it and learning. The moment it becomes wrong is when you addicted to it, right? And you are not involving your partner into the whole mix. You are looking at it to say what new things we can bring into the relationship. Can nobody teach us how to have sex? Yeah? Our parents don't teach us. Nothing is when we go school, high school, after we 10, how much are we depend the live year? We can say maybe 10 somebody depend this. Out of 10, 5 away would have been introduced to a peers at high school or primary school about sex.
Oh, so this is
You know?
an interesting thing because you
Mm,
may not even know of a thing because it kind of true still in the sense that we
mm,
were not taught how
yes.
to have sex.
Mm-hmm,
That's for me growing up. I really appears talk about it and say things, and then we go watch for true because enough porn me used to watch and really understand different areas and aspects of what
mm-hmm,
sex is, and them say,
mm-hmm,
oh, I probably can go try this one day, mommy. If I
mm-hmm.
forgive me. Well, I choose still because my mother one time I get catch already. my mother catch me one time, but that's a story for another time. But that's the reality, and I think that it happens a lot with Christians where we engage um in watching porn. But I well, because I really don't know in what layer. I got talk about this again, and I got invite one pastor specifically to talk about this topic because it is, I think, a farm. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the people I don't know. Me just don't know, yeah. I got invite one pastor for talk about. I got invite one pastor for talk about. When they've called I don't bark. Come on. I would talk about that. But but I think that is a topic that we need to discuss one of these days. But bro,
But
why?
from
Mm-hmm,
but from a psychological perspective, though, I would not know that you are prone to be addicted to it. I would say to you, don't indulge, right? But whatever you have learned, or if one of the partner, um, if you have come to an agreement where one of the partner who is not addicted to it can learn some of these things, possibly, right? But it must be a conversation to be had, right? If
right.
porn is going to be a part of the relationship, right? If porn is going to be a part of it, it must be a conversation to be had with the party, with both parties, and agreeing to same.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. And that's just you speaking not as a Christian but as a psychologist.
right. Exactly. Because even the Bible tells us in Songs of Solomon, right? Songs of Solomon is that wonderful book that
Mhm.
say she eats of my garden, yeah, and
Yeah, I did not know that
she
Solomon was.
and she drinks of my pomegranate. Hello, what is right there, sir? Clean, clean, clean. You
Yeah,
understand? Because Songs of Solomon is the romance man. When he was with the girl from Egypt, the queen from Egypt, Queen
yeah,
Sheba.
man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Joel, let me want to go read my
So
Bible,
let's
bro.
read Songs of Solomon. If you want to remain in the holy sex way, if you want to remain in a holy sex way, praise God, go read Songs of Solomon. Amen. Right? And somebody said it doesn't mean that you're not to shave. Because the ear by your you look in front of you, so it's not the garden that's still enough. The garden is what spew those juice, right? Anything that spew the juice is a garden. Anything that spill a seed is a garden. So ensure that you are reaching for the vagina, you are reaching for the penis and the balls. You understand? So that you can enhance. Foreplay is good. Start the foreplay. You understand? So your man not go cheat on you. on you or your woman not go cheat on you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But then
Yo,
again, if
Joe,
them
yeah,
cheat on you,
tonight.
if them cheat on you again, and you're giving all that you can, if them cheat on you, you know, say them not faithful, then just bad. You understand?
Right.
And you're giving
So
all that
that
you
we
can.
can definitely say that would be cheating because you know you're fulfilling all of their fantasy
Exactly.
or pleasures,
Hmm.
but then still
Yeah.
go outside, and that would
You
be
still go
considered.
outside. Yeah.
Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Yeah, me have to go read Solomon. Me have to go take a look.
Yes.
Hey, Lydia, come, come on. Zana said, in our culture, the men are praised for having more than one woman. Mm. And
Yeah.
that is the thing that we
And
spoke about last week. Like society depicts that men men are gallus. Men is a good thing for man have more than one woman. But
mhm.
when a woman does the same, she's looked on as a harlot or a whore, so to speak, and stuff like that. But culture has it to say
Mhm.
that I guess that's where the question would come back from a societal perspective. Is that cheating in our how do we justify stuff like that? What would you say to a man who thinks that it is okay to have a lot of women instead of just sticking to the one spouse?
You see, we have to go back into history, right? And look at plantation days. And when we were slaves coming from Africa to Jamaica. Starts from there. So the man is known to be the stud, right? And bearing children. So yeah,
Oh
he must
wow.
stud, But because he must stud, him role is to make sure say him breed, him a breeder. You understand? And you have the woman them were a breeder. So in those 10 women were a breeder, one of them could be in bona fide. But them have to
Oh,
understand, say, his role and his job is
it's
to
to agree.
breed. You understand? Is to make
Okay.
say a stick it in and fill it. You understand? And
Right.
bring the pig to them. You understand what I'm saying? Then somebody come buy him and move him from that plantation site. Yeah? And carry him to another plantation. That's so the man have 20, 30 picnic. Kind of the one stud where move from one plantation site to the next. So we are cultured to even be in common law relationship and visiting. Notice that that is more common in Jamaican society. Is of lately persons are, trying the marriage thing and being submissive and so on, and trying to learn to stick to one person. And it's and so our culture teaches us to be that type of person. So we can't blame the men per se. We have to
Right.
blame how we were cultured. We were seen
Right.
as persons of slavery where we go and bring the picnic to work the land. Yeah.
Oh,
We are seen as breeders and so on. And all sort of relationships started from slavery. So
wow.
it's just how we culture and it's a behavior. And once we have that behavior, it become innate. And once it become innate, it passed down to other generation.
Diane says the reality is having more than one partner increases the risk of sexual transmitted disease in
Disease.
this current day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Because I
Exactly.
think now a lot more diseases are prevalent than maybe back in well, I don't know. I'm just saying maybe.
It would have been there, but possibly technology wasn't so increased to pick it up and to find it and treat it. But now we're encouraging. We're encouraging people to now have one steady partner. And even if you're going to have several partners, use a condom at all times, right? And be careful. Yeah. And we have the prep. The prep only protects against the HIV. And some person might take the prep and say taking the prep is just to protect the HIV. But remember, it don't protect you from other STDs. So you still have to wear the condom, right? And
Right.
the safest thing to do, as we started in the conversation, have one partner done.
One
Have
partner
one
alone.
partner. You not
So
kill
guys, at
we?
the end of the day,
Yeah.
we are encouraging you stick to the one partner. If you don't find her faithful, put a ring on it. If
Yeah.
you don't
I did
find
not
him
just to put a ring
faithful,
on it.
stick to
And I
him.
just to put a ring on it, bro. But make
Mm,
sure say have the sexual conversation. Yeah.
right.
Start it early because with one person, you can do 200 million things with that the one person there.
And that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Adventure.
That's right.
Level one, level two, level three. And Janelle said, dear ladies, men know exactly who their hearts belong to. You can drop it, fling it, swing it on the ceiling fan, cooking food, washing clothes, tag. I was not stopping him as you turn your back, him gone. Janelle, Janelle, I feel like I chew this still. Guys, I know some man will stay so for real. I know somebody will stay so. So there is some truth to this. And shoulds officially should says also think about the spiritual aspect of having sex and taking on all those spirits, introducing them to your partner who has no clue of this. And this is, I think, this is something that is true. But I don't know if you can expound on this, Joel.
Um, what officially said, also think about the spiritual aspect of having sex and taking on all those spirits and introducing them to your partner who has no clue of this. That's right. That is true. When we have, and this is based on biblical terms, right? When we have sex with several different persons, we are taking on whatever spirits they have, right? Because remember, is not walking down the aisle consummate the marriage. Is not the ring consummate the marriage. The moment you have sex with somebody, are your husband and are your wife, the moment you have sex with them. So all those who started having sex in high school, go look back for your first wife in high school. Hello, hello. All right.
Hello, I open the listening. Yeah, this is so true though. But I'm gonna go to the next question, which we touched a bit on though. What role does communication play in preventing or addressing cheating
Within a
in a
relationship.
relationship?
Yeah. Listen,
Patrice
when
is your cousin. Patrice, of course, don't say that.
oh, cause to reach in the chat, to reach in the chat. All right. Communication is important. Communication is very, very important. Yeah. And I'm going
Right,
to encourage us that before we even go into the bedroom, yeah, it is crucial that we have a conversation. We talk about how we're going to move this. Now, before me even set the foundation, because OJ, there's a style that is going on.
right,
Me see you, and me want F you. As me see you, me want carry you in a bed. Yeah, we
right.
have that style. Let me tell you, me I come raw. So no, we not doing no
Yes,
Christian nothing
I
right now, because
appreciate the
Jesus love
reason.
rawness too. You
Yeah,
understand?
and this is not only for Christians. This is for everybody
Yeah,
because education.
everybody, right? So there's a thing now that we are pick up. We are pick up the Gen Z style. So all the millennials, big up on yourself. You understand? And the
Right.
Gen X and so on. Big up on yourself. Right? People from going from 1999, go back to 98, 97, 90, and 96, 1996. No, 1965, them time there, in the 60s, 80s, 70s. Big up on yourself. We are now in an era where we are pick up Gen Z style, where Gen Z is all about self-gratification. Me feel horny now, so me must slap it now. You understand? No. And that is why so many of our young people are being diagnosed with several different type of diseases, right?
Okay.
Communication must be had. You must start with dating, yeah? And dating doesn't start with sex. Dating is getting to know you and also evaluating the person. Is this person potential for me to bring them to an exclusive stage of where we're going to court? Uh-huh. Most persons don't use this word anymore, courting. And so any space that I get that has to deal with any form of cheating and dating, I'm going to reiterate that courting must happen, right? So you move from dating, where you're getting to know the person, you're having the effective communication, you're learning that this person is a habit sexual person, they have 10 other persons talking to and getting to know, and so on, and you are part of that number. So dating doesn't cement that you are together. Okay? You're
Right.
not. You're getting to know each other, where you're going to the local movies, you're going to the park, where you can be seen, you're going out for ice cream. You're not going to be locked in a room all alone. Okay? Now,
Right.
when you're courting now, the communication get more deeper because you're going to meet the brother, sister, uncle, auntie,
Mm.
mama, brother. And you're going to learn now about the childhood things where you're going to get more deeper in seeing the red flags. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
Yes.
understanding what little challenge, if him did nasty when him a pick me, him not like clean, she not like this, she not bathe properly, and all of those things. So you're going to learn all the little things from the family when you go into courting.
Right.
And courting now, you're getting more deeper into understanding who this person is. And some persons would start to have sex at this point, right? It's not encouraged in the Christian domain, but it do happen in the world. It is very important that we understand these different stages of relationship, right? And communicating. You understand? Communicating is effective during these stages because you get to know the person. And then we do write down some little something. So let me read it. When we communicate, we establish boundary. We
Right.
understand the boundaries that's supposed to be added in our relationship. We are able to be open and be
Right.
honest with each other. Baby, me have this kind of disease. When me the younger, come me the wild. Uh-huh.
Right.
Me used to do this, and these are my values, these are my standard. Take it, leave it, or join it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Two, you're addressing issues. So any little flaws that I have that I'm going to counseling for, my partner is going to know because she's going to come into this where it might possibly affect her or she can make a decision if she's going to
Yeah.
be a part of it. Yeah? Because we have to remember that persons would have come out a relationship where they were broken. Uh-huh.
Very
And
true.
now you are going into that brokenness, you're going to a minefield. You understand what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So they're gonna judge you based on everything that you do because it can be that the person that they were with, you're showing some similarities, right? So you want to address the issues. You want to start now where you're building trust. Can the person trust you, right?
Right.
That you are going to be the one where I can have a healthy relationship with, I can be honest with, I can be open with, I can trust that you're not going to go out on me, I can trust that you're going to be with your friends who possibly may be female, and that I am able to know that these are just good friends and so on. What are they? Yeah? Because sometimes we have friends who don't respect our relationship. None at
Wow.
all,
That
or
is
we
true.
don't respect our relationship enough to let our friends know that, hey, this is my bona fide, And if I am going to go out, me have to consult with her or me have to consult with him.
Right.
At you. So leave it there.
That is so true. I hope so
Mhm.
now listening.
Mhm.
As Janelle said, at the family the problem start from. Once you once you meet the family, that's how the problem start. Janelle, so I can speak from experience. So for that to say, a lot of people can't handle rejection of individuals changing their mind, or individuals
That's true.
changing their mind. Oh, that's true.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
true. And I think that has to do with trauma as well. Rejection.
Hmm. Yeah, and we have to remember the expectations that people come into relationship with. So we have to
Hmm.
make it clear about, what expectations do we have of each other. Yeah. Because when that is not made known, and you keep it in there and you thinking that the person can read your mind,
Hmm.
a problem that. So it's always important to communicate, whatever that you may have, whatever issues, the boundaries, the expectation, yeah, and the conflicts that you may be having with yourself. Yeah,
That is so true. So that leads us to our
yeah.
next question, though. What what are the boundaries or rules that should be established to prevent cheating in a relationship?
Mm. So, in terms of boundary or rules, that should be established, we have to understand that making clear boundary, you see,
Hmm.
and having rules in a relationship helps to prevent certain things from happening. You understand what I'm saying? It prevents certain
Hmm.
things from happening in terms of misunderstanding of each other. Yeah.
Right.
And also building that trust and also creating a sense of, what's the word? A sense of security, right? Because all of us enter into a relationship for security. Yeah. We're not going there for dependency or nobody to depend on. We're going in there for security. So you have 50%, me have 50%, and we're going to put it together. It can't be you broke and me broke. You understand? And it
Hmm.
can't be that you broke and me have 50%. So you're going to weigh down me. What is it that you're bringing to the table? You understand? So security for both the partners. So while
Right.
boundary now can be very much varied, it is also dependent on the individual's preferences. Where we are two individual, right? And we both have our preferences and we all have our different values. So we want to understand that we're going to come with what? Mutual agreement on fidelity. We're going to come with that. So we're going to the
Okay.
boundary and the rules. We're going to set mutual agreement on fidelity. So defining what fidelity means to both of us is important. What it means to me and what it means to you. And this includes discussing here whether the relationship is monogamous, is it open, is it polygamous or polyamorous, and what behaviors are considered acceptable or unacceptable. Is it that you want to be a sadist where you go time you up and beat me? Is it that you're going to use the dildo and ram it in on me? What is it? You understand? You have to understand. We have to have that conversation. You understand? Maybe really, because sometimes we're going into a relationship, you understand? And we enter in a 50 shades of grey, just like Anna. Anna never know what she's going to, You understand what I'm saying? And so when Grey got tired up now, she shocked. And she never know about code blue or code red. You understand? Or if a ball out said death. You understand what I'm saying? But then again, it comes on also to communication about
Yeah.
interactions. You understand? Encouraging open communication about social interactions with others. Because when we see our partners going out with other persons or and having a good time, going on trips, it can lead us to feeling insecure. You understand? So
Right.
we want to ensure that we understand the social interactions that we have with others, knowing that when I meet you, I had these friends before. So therefore, because I have these friends before, right, I'm not going to forsake my friends 100%, but I'm going to let them know that you are now number one in my life. They come second. Yeah. So
Right.
you may not want to be their friends, but if they are falling in a ditch and they call for help, we must be a couple where we can reach and give an helping hand, and
Right.
we
That
can
is
come to a decision, as well as setting boundaries with our exes. Setting boundaries with our exes. No ex not supposed to come in our life and rule it. If them
mm-hmm.
are ex, them are ex. Them supposed to stay at door. You understand? Them not supposed to call with 10 o'clock at night when we are riding the vagina or the body. You understand what I'm saying? Not dictate to what we are doing. No ex supposed to do that. You understand? Especially respecting privacy of each other, right? Some of us,
Right.
we tend to go into the person's phone or demand to go into the person's phone and so on. Respect privacy, right? But if your partner is okay and would have set that precedence that we have an open relationship where we can check each other phone or answer each other phone, fine. But if your partner doesn't ask for that or that conversation did not come up, leave it alone. If you bring it up and you ask and you hear their views, do not push your expectation or your views on them. Discuss how those boundaries are going to occur. Okay? Yeah.
Why, yo, that's some that's some insightful information that
Yeah.
I forgot go back through some of them. But uh officially Shoods was talking about what you were discussing earlier. She said she think that Jamaica, as in Jamaica, we practice skipping dating and going straight to
It's
creating
true.
our
It
relationship.
has all changed. Yeah. That
And
ball
I,
feel has changed.
yeah, and I think that's one of the things that, as you rightfully said, Joel, it drives to a lot of missing inceptions, and
Yeah.
it causes cheating to become easier because you just jump in a relationship so without really knowing the partner. So
Exactly.
it's either you gonna just left the person or you gonna say, oh, you gonna just cheat on them because you know get what you want, where no conversation
Yeah.
was had prior to that, or no dating,
hmm
or no courting or dating was not done properly.
Right.
So I definitely think that's true. Officially should. And Janelle come back to say, Joe, men need to be honest. They want everything done to them sexually. Then say, oh man, no do them things there. Lies are lies. Eh, Janelle come back, she heard
That
tonight.
is
She want
right.
to
Yes.
well, well, Janelle, I don't know. You probably have to talk to them again. Talk to your partner and find out. talk,
Yes.
talk to your partner and find out. Because
Or just
Janelle,
slide him this YouTube. Just slide him that YouTube thing. You understand?
yeah, man, tell him to watch your video. You and him sit down and watch it together and discuss it. It sounds like a plan, man. But all of these conversations surrounding that, is it really cheating? Based on talking to Joel as a psychologist, you can hear that a lot of these questions really stem from where the relationship actually started. Where some of these conversations had prior to the relationship, what boundaries were set, what rules were set to govern the relationship to really say, is some of these action considered cheating in your relationship? Because every relationship is unique in its own way. Is there something that you are not doing? Here, Joel say, ask your partner about sex. Have that conversation, because if your partner is not pleased in a certain way, if you do not know that your partner have a specific kind of kink or interest in a certain things and you can't offer that to them, and it's something that them feel like them really need, then we go outside and look it. But will that be cheating in your eyes? It depends on the moral of your relationship and the moral of you as an individual. So we appreciate everybody again for tonight because the topic was really interesting. I feel like I want to get the perspective from a pastor. I can see if we can get to Pastor Carla Dunbar. But if not, let's see what
Yes,
happens.
yes, yes. That's my friend, man. Get Carla, man. Get Carla on here. Let's just stir up some answers. You understand? Yes, man. Let them
Let's
join
see
the
what will
gym. Let them
happen.
join the MRI sessions with Carla. Yes, man.
Let's see what will happen. Johnny will say, no, my husband let my no Jamaican man lie. I said, I said, not your husband. All right,
Right?
but anyways, Joel, is there anything that you want to leave with us before we wrap up this session, though?
Yes. Two things is that talk, have the communication. Don't let nobody make the decision on how you date. Know your standard, know your values, know your belief, know what you stand for. And if they can't add up to your standard, let them go. Let them go. Them could have look good. Them could have the six pack. Them could have the nine pack. Them could have in a gym. Them could have the BBL. Everything. You understand? And look good. But let me tell you something. If you don't allow your standard to lead you, you will always go into relationships that will hurt you and break your heart. Yeah, take it from me, right? Don't put yourself into space where your heart will be broken, right? Know what you're about and be able to do that. Another thing is, earlier I spoke about prep, right? And one of the places that you can get prep is at Cheers Up at the University Hospital of the West Indies, right? We know that the ball field has changed for dating, right? And so we want to
Right.
ensure that every person is protected, right? So we want for you to reach out to me for prep. It's not just for LGBT people, but it's also for those who are in heterosexual relationship as well. And you want to ensure that if you're in a promiscuous thing, you don't have to make the world know whatever you, but we're sexual beings. You can be on prep. You can come and have a conversation with myself and a doctor or anything. It's private, it's confidential. You have your own time that you will come in, and we will offer that service to you. And you'll also see me as your psychologist as well in that clinic, right? Come, let's have the conversation. And remember that PrEP alone doesn't protect. Also, use a condom. And I want to say that when you're going to have sex, you don't know what them are come with. Initiate it at all time. And if you initiate it and them don't want it and they say want go raw, drop your baggie, drop your pants, walk out, put on back your clothes, and leave. Yes.
Oh God, yeah, we love that conversation. We love Joel Panda Show. Yeah. All right. So Joel, can you tell everybody where they can find you if they want to contact sociologists for this regard? Because Joel, the field of psychology that he's in, he actually speaks to people a lot about sex and diseases and stuff like that that may or may not come into play and stuff like that. So you can tell them where they can reach you if they need to get some more information or book a session or something like that.
Yes. So you can, and I know Edison is here, you can drop the number in the chat, Edison. You can see me at Loving Minds Associates. We are in Red Hills, right at Red Hills Road, near Price Right and Price Mart there, next door to the Church of Transfiguration, Loving Minds Associate. And you can also come to the Cheers Clinic, that is the Center for HIV/AIDS Research and Education Center. You can come to us, that is on the University Hospital of the West Indies campus. You can come and you will meet me there, and you'll meet a range of experts I think some of them is online now. I won't call their names, but you can come and you can meet them. They are wonderful social workers. The director of social work at UWI Hospital. You have the doctor who is there as well, who is very versed in treatment and care in management of HIV and those who are on PrEP, and you can meet them and ensure that the services that you get is very good. And right at Loving Minds, if you're married and you're having issues with your marriage, you can come and see me, or I can recommend you to Dr. Carla Dunbar group sessions, the MRI, the gym, and you have for the single, meaning that you are not seeing anybody, you are single, disengaged, and you're working on yourself. I can recommend you to Dr. Carla Dunbar sessions, and you will definitely get the services that you need.
Wow. That is so good. That is so good. That is so good. I hope you guys really do take these information in mind. Janelle says, I think all individuals need to spend the dating money at a counselor. I agree with this, Janelle. I agree with this, Janelle. Spend some of the dating money at the counselor. Book one night session. Either not go by myself or not go together. That is so true, Janelle. I agree with that. Big up yourself. That comment there. Right there. So guys, it was a really good conversation. We are grateful to have Joel holding a forensic psychologist and adjunct lecturer at JTS. A busy man because Joel busy bad. Joel busy bad. He's also a psychologist at Loving Minds Associate. And Loving Minds Associate, you hear him give the details if you don't want help with a marriage, with individual counseling sessions and so on. Check Loving Minds out. You can find them on Instagram as well. You can check their website out. You can call, book a session, and they will definitely assist you. We are grateful, and we just ask you guys to continue to support the page, support this YouTube page, share it. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We are asking everybody just share it with 5 people and ask them to subscribe as we grow to edify everybody else and to build a community. This is our circle, relationship circle with the OJ. So bless up everybody. Peace.